Hello, my loves, and welcome to this week's readings. It is the week of January 16th, 2023, and this is going to be part one. So here we're going to have Aries through Virgo. If you're looking for the other signs, be sure to check out my page and look for part two for this week. If you love what I do, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the above, and check out my website and Instagram. My Instagram has a ton of free information. You can learn how to book your own one-on-one reading, or possibly a video session to dive deeper into whatever's holding you back, whatever you feel stuck on, whatever you feel you need guidance with in life. Otherwise, we're just gonna jump right into it. So let's see. We are exiting a ton of retrogrades right now. The energy is finally moving forward a little bit. So hopefully some of you are feeling that relief out there. But we're gonna get started with Aries. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently this week. Normally I pick only like 3 cards and speak on them. I'm going to kind of keep the readings to the same length, particularly around 3-ish minutes, but I'm going to continually pull cards as I'm speaking. So I'm trying to speak super fast because I feel like sometimes the channeling just really comes quick, but let's tune into spirit. Let's see what they have for Aries this month. What guidance Aries this week? Holy hell. What guidance Aries may need this week, what messages they may need from spirit. All right, Aries, we're gonna do one more because I was a little scattered. Not surprised. I did a half marathon this weekend. I'm like, ooh. All right, Aries. So we had some things like flying out of the deck. So we have suffering in silence, Aries. What is going on? Therapy comes right up for me. So I don't know if some of you have been like considering going to therapy, considering, taking a new approach to working on your mental health. I feel like there's a lot of things that you've been kind of struggling with accepting, struggling with working through, but you haven't really put yourself out there or opened up to even your close circle about these things, Aries. So that's something that's going to be very important for you, especially next. We have the disruption card. This is the falling tower in traditional tarot. This shows us that your foundation is completely changing. So I feel like something is going to go on this week, good or bad, but either way, it's going to be feeling like a complete disruption. So I'm even seeing a baby. So some of us, it could be like an unexpected pregnancy, just a child coming into your life and that like completely changing the course of your life. This could also be not necessarily your baby, but like someone in your very close circle. And this kind of changes your dynamic with people around you. But either way, you're going to need the support more than ever right now. And of course, I just fucking pulled the fertility card. So that just confirms that for some of us, this really is about kind of that new life, that baby, a new stage in our life in terms of that. So interested to see who is pregnant right now or entering that next stage. But we have a ton of solar plexus being highlighted in these 3 cards already. We are kind of a lot of stirring up for us, like the foundational, the disruption card is everything. So with that obviously comes great change, but this foundation needs to be rebuilt for you, Aries, and it's just going to be uncomfortable this week. You're going to be moving through that and a lot is going to be changing for you. Boom, transformation card. Lean into these changes. Know that it won't always feel so chaotic and overwhelming. I am seeing like people that really haven't been super supportive of you or haven't shown out for you with this like dramatic life change that you're happening are going to start coming back into your life, some for good, some maybe you're not interested in entertaining, but you're going to be getting support from people that you maybe didn't expect to. So be open to that, Aries, and see what comes forward for you. Use your intuition this week to really tap into that divine wisdom because you are going to need it. I feel like you're super frazzled and all over the place. Just trying to root back down, to trying to ground yourself back down, trying to figure out what it is that you want, how you want your foundation to look like, what you need your stability to look like. Then we have moving on. So I feel like there are some things from your childhood that you're still kind of holding on to here. You're holding on to old versions of yourself that aren't serving you anymore. You're holding on to old hurts that you've experienced. And this is, I'm hearing with family more than anything. And these things need to be released for you to move forward. Like I don't want to say it's irrelevant, but I feel like that part of you is going to be so irrelevant in the next couple months, like, and through this year. All right. I kind of like doing it this way. Like I said, I feel like the energy feels a little bit stronger when I keep pulling them. So I'm very interested to keep going and see what y'all think about this kind of method. All right, next up we have Taurus. Let's see what Spirit has for Taurus this week. What guidance Taurus may need, what messages. All right, Taurus. We have material harvest. I love it. So definitely getting either this could be a lump sum of money, getting a new job. Either way, feeling a little bit more financially stable this week than you have been. Some of this could be a promotion. I'm maybe hearing back pay. So maybe some of you were wrongfully paid by your company and now you are getting that back pay, that reimbursement, kind of like balancing out. And I feel that you've been a little bit stressed about money, stressed about where you've been at in your career. So this is definitely a relief. And then you do have the transformation card, Taurus. Love this card. So some of you might even see kind of opening your own business. I know this is reading for literally all Taurus signs, so it's kind of general. I understand. So just kind of take what resonates for you with that. Excuse me, because the money could be coming in like various different directions. But overall this week and toward the end of this astrological year, I do see a lot changing for you, Taurus, in your internal world. And you're like pretty uncomfortable by it right now. You're trying to be optimistic. You're trying to lean into it. It's a lot. Continue to go where you are led. Oh, and then we have the shadow card. So I'm seeing a situation with somebody, as I just hit the camera, I'm seeing a situation with somebody that needs clearing up. So somebody that you've hurt or has hurt you. This is like somebody who's been in your life for a very long time. Somebody who you have really generally really good memories and like feelings toward, but there's been like a giant misunderstanding here. So I am seeing some reconciling for some of you, Taurus, and also a need to kind of look at where you're placing judgment on others, how you can like fully accept others. And this is like, people always think, oh, forgiveness, like I'm not letting the person back into my life, like, all right, whatever. But holding on to that energy and not accepting people for where they're at is just hurting you in the long run. Like nobody's saying you have to be besties or go back to where you were, because also that's not really possible, but to make sure that you're taking the steps to like figure out how you can be more accepting. Like things are what they are, and like you are so frustrated and like wanting things to be different. I'm almost hearing it's coming from this place of like codependency, right? Like, why can't I fully accept this person as they are? Like, do I want them to be a particular way because I want them to fill some void for me that I can fill myself? I want them to make me feel a way that I can make myself feel, and I'm not doing it. Oh, I like that. All right, and then taking time in solitude. So another 9 card, a lot of endings, a lot of cycles ending for you, a lot of kind of revisiting the past this week, Taurus. All right, next on our list, we have Gemini. Let's see what Spirit has for Gemini this week, what messages Gemini may need. What guidance does Gemini need? All right. We have 8, emotional withdrawal. So I do see some of you, excuse me, I just ate lunch, which probably wasn't great. I do see some of you retreating to take time to yourself. Some of you might be going on a vacation, or just taking time in solitude, even if that's like in your neighborhood, but you're like going out into the woods. You need to prioritize that this week. There are things you're trying to process, changes you're trying to process. And you're just like, I don't know why I feel crazy. I don't know why I can't handle all this. I mean, there's a lot going on for you. Like, all right, temptation card. So don't distract yourself from these feelings, from feeling scattered and chaotic. Instead, get curious about them, right? Why am I feeling so scattered and chaotic? Yes, there are a ton of changes happening, but what am I really doing for myself to help myself move through these things? Am I taking care of my health? Am I working out? Am I eating good? Am I like just like disassociating? I'm I'm hearing like going into like old thought patterns, negative kind of spirals, doom and gloom type shit. Because then you have recognition and reward. Like things are working out how they're meant to for you. So be really, really mindful of your internal dialogue. Like do not shit on yourself. I know that's not the most elegant way to put it, but it's just a reality of what I'm hearing right now. Do not have a negative self-talk. Like that is not helping you. Do not abuse yourself, Gemini. Be kind to yourself. Oh, and then we have harmony. So all our relationships are a mirror for us to better understand ourselves, to heal, to get more into our authentic selves. So if you are talking shit about yourself and always negative and down on yourself, you're probably attracting people in your life that are doing the same and not building you up. So be really, really mindful of that. It starts with you and it starts with how you treat yourself. All right. Next up, we got Cancer. Let's see what Spirit has for Cancer this week. What messages does Cancer need for the week? All right, Cancer. Let's see. We have fertility card again. Nice. I don't know that I necessarily see baby with that. I'm seeing more of just feeling really enthusiastic about life, kind of a change in your mood, in your perspective on things. Some of you I'm seeing I've started like a new health routine. Just really making it a priority to not only like take care of your physical self, but be really conscious of like what you're saying to your physical self while you are making these changes, right? Like you're a little more aware now of the full spectrum, right? It's not just like our physical body, but our emotional, mental, spiritual, all working together as one. And sometimes when we over focus on one aspect of those things, the rest become imbalanced, okay? Then we have the universe card, just reminding you that you have this sacred wisdom within you to tap into it, to tap into your spiritual practices, to help kind of guide you through the challenges that you're facing right now. I feel like you know just how strong you are. Like you're really just feeling more optimistic about breaking particular cycles than you had before. Some of us, I could see this is about losing weight, or maybe just like overall taking care of our health. So it could be like eating well and exercising, not necessarily to lose weight, but like we have an underlying health condition or issue. So I really see you kind of making that your priority right now, Cancer, more than anything. Then we have partnerships and alliances. So be mindful of, oh, and I love this because fertility was 3, universe was 21, so another 3 kind of, and then partnerships and alliances. So expressive, creative energy. And then this is always saying to be really mindful of people coming into your space that haven't been before in terms of a helping hand, you know, like putting yourself out there. If you're finding any groups or organizations, or you're just feeling kind of drawn to a particular teacher or partner and work in any way, just kind of go toward that, see where it's leading you. It's a great time to collaborate, Cancer. Then you have triumphant success. So in terms of the collaboration, I see this is where the triumphant success is coming up, and this having that like mental and emotional support. Maybe this is from someone new, almost like a mentor for you that you haven't had before. So definitely be open to that. Don't feel like you need to take everything on your own. Don't feel like everything kind of has to rest on your shoulders, because it doesn't. So definitely be open to someone fulfilling this role of like mentor to you in some way, even if it's not traditionally who you thought it would be. Alrighty. Next up we have Leo. Let's see what Spirit has for Leo this week. What guidance and messages does Leo need? Alrighty. Leo, 20 truth card. I love it. All right. I'm pulling another one with that. Spiritual union. Okay. So this is having to do with a relationship that you have. I feel like there's like a deep ass connection you're building with someone romantically right now. If you've been in a relationship for quite some time, it is deepening. And this is just like your willingness to understand yourself so much more. So you've been very willing to like dive deeper into your self-work, understand, you know, the boundaries that you need in life, how you want to put yourself out there to the world, all those things. And it's kind of helping you that much more to attract like-minded people, to attract your soul tribe. I really see this year overall you calling in that soul tribe. So right now, just be really mindful of the connections you have. Do they make you feel warm? Do they make you feel happy? Do you kind of feel like drained after being with certain people? Do you feel reserved? Third eye chakra, use that discernment to really tune in and see who feels good to be around and who doesn't. That's going to be really important for you to not feel very depleted. I know you're loyal and love to socialize and make a lot of friends, but if you are not filling your own cup, you're going to be drained by people. And then we have emotional withdrawal. So this week it's going to be key and always to slow down, take time to do whatever it is that calms you, journal, meditate, take a walk and outside, just lay outside, like whatever you feel drawn to do, trust that that's what you need in that time. Because there's definitely a need to slow it down. I feel like the energy is very intense for you right now and you are feeling a little bit all over the place by it. You might be having some actual physical symptoms. I'm seeing like a purge for some of you. Some of you might be throwing up or releasing in other ways. This could be a cold. This could be snot. This could be, like I said, just like throwing up. It could be so many different things, but overall like a purging kind of symptom here. Just know that that's kind of just like an ascension symptom coming forward for you. All right. And last but not least for part 1, we have Virgo. Alrighty, Virgo, let's see. Spirit, what do we have for Virgo? What guidance does Virgo need? What messages does Virgo need this week? Do one more. All right, Virgo, we got 9, solitude. Finding a need to get clarity this week, especially as we move out of Mercury retrograde. Just things becoming a little more clear in your mind. I feel like you've been processing quite a bit. And this week, like you're still kind of on the processing end of that, but feeling not as stuck in the mud, I want to say. You know, feeling like there's kind of a light at the end of that tunnel. You're not sure exactly how things are going to pan out for you, but you're a little more comfortable with that feeling than ever before. And then we have another 9 endings number, fulfillment of wishes. This is an awesome card, just showing that you were going to get all the things that you've ever wanted, to just continue to like trust in spirit, to trust where they brought you up until this point, to trust your instinct. Like you've been working at building that trust within yourself and building that discernment even stronger than ever before. Ooh, and then we have base chakra. So this is all about our sense of security. This also I'm feeling has to do around money for you. So some of you might be struggling with money and just trying to figure out how you can finally like release this heavy feeling you have around money. I feel like you're like obsessed with money. You're always thinking about, how am I going to make money next? Like, am I going to make ends meet? Oh, can I really take this weekend away? Like, do I even have the means to do so? Like, there needs to be a little more trust here. Like, Virgo, you're already like analytical as fuck and organized as fuck. You're stable as a sign in general. Like, I feel like there needs to be more freedom and fun for you. And then we have mental conflict. So I know you are struggling because part of you like feels that you need that freedom and like trust, and you want to just try different things and see where you land. And then the other part of you is like, no, this is exactly what we need to do because this has worked in the past, but it's not necessarily fulfilling for you. So just be mindful of those themes this week. I know that's a lot to unpack, but to take time in solitude to kind of process this mental conflict that you do have and see what resolution you can get to by doing so. So yeah, that was part 1 for this week. I feel like that was definitely cool, just continuing to pull cards. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you prefer that method or just like the 3 card and me going through that. Yeah, And make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out my website if you would like to book your own card reading or one-on-one video call. And my Instagram as well has a ton of information if you want to learn more. So otherwise, I will see y'all next week. Have a great rest of your week.